Hello again. Welcome to my channel. Welcome back to my channel. It is Eccentric RockStar'Seed, and I am here to bring some more education, some more integrity, some more character. Keep in mind, I apologize. Take what resonates, keep what doesn't. Like, share, subscribe. Let's start from this side. Man or woman, you got your heart chakra. Okay? Your heart chakra is open. Okay? You're becoming a leader of compassion and love. So I want you to take a second and really just ponder that and take it in. Ask yourself, what does it feel like to be totally enamored, raptured, and captivated with the love for the divine? You entered a time where you have realized love is something so much greater than passion between two people. You're so far past that. Instead, it's about the origin of all life, where everything blossoms. All living things prostrate to the Most High. You have trusted in the greater forces of the Most High, and in return, He supports you with his arm, His embrace. You're being called to continue what you're doing. It's like a rave. This is His way of saying, keep doing what you're doing. Okay? So you got the leader of compassion and love. You have perspective. None of this matters. Zoom out, common ground. So what does that mean exactly? We need a new perspective on how things are going. Everybody flies on a big hate about something. So it's time to lead. Just like redirect, reteach it. This is a reteaching, honestly. It's about your soul's experience. And take a moment to see the bigger picture. And to find deep compassion in your heart. Like, I can't live like that. I can't fly on a big hate about anything. I'm too wise. I'm too integral. I'm too intelligent. That's why I like speaking to y'all. This is why I'm called to speak to y'all. You have the perspective. Common ground. You know, we got to make sure the things that we're saying is leading from a place of compassion and love. You got to speak. It don't even pay to speak if you don't have an open heart. You also have star ancestors. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. It's about being invited to step up into your knowingness. You're very wise beyond your life. Look a lot deeper, especially if you're feeling stuck. You're being called to do something different, like to change your point of view, right? Like wake up and smell the coffee. Exercise that creativity that you're notorious for. And it typically happens when you put two things together that don't belong together. When we do the unexpected, so often a creative solution is right in front of us. Like reading the energy from cards as well as reading from the Holy Book. There's not really that different because it's energy at the end of the day. But you tell a person who just singles himself out with just religion and with no spiritual connection, they're going to think you're putting two things together that don't belong. When in actuality, they both can get the job done. Then you got the Strength card, Major Arcana, Integrity. Through the toughest, you're standing at the test of time with the utmost integrity and the utmost poise, the utmost class and grace and elegance. With eloquent speech, with the King of Swords right here. That's wise beyond your years. Very knowledgeable, super intellect. You're stepping up. You're taking action. That's why the King is here. Masculine energy. Take action. Connect with you're connecting with your crystals as you're doing your energy work. So your energy work, what does that mean? You're clear how you keep your chakras open. You keep your energy grounded. You stay in balance. You have your crystals. And then you have the card here that says balance. Manifesting amazing business results by staying in balance. Work hard, but take breaks to get back into ease and flow. Feel the joy as you work. Prioritize is the next card. That's clarified. That's clarifying balance. Focus. Narrow your focus. Split energy leads to poor results. Prioritize your most important business tasks and get them done first. So I would say your most important one is you, so you can show up for people. Then you have sisterhood of the rose, the beauty, devotion, the priestess, the mystic, the teacher, clarified by double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Isn't that something? How they all the playful words. And as I read all the cards, it's a clear-cut message. Like, what are we going to do with humanity? What are we going to do with our kids? Okay, they're so emotionally imbalanced and frustrated and angry and they're just becoming more and more chemically imbalanced without no medicine. We have to stop. We have to be accountable for how we're showing up. Now, the King of Swords is not the most emotional person, but you also have the heart chakra here. So as you are moving, that's the first card, and it's clarified by my Krishna card, which is a leader of compassion and love. So when you're leading from an open heart chakra, you tend to make more wise, logical decisions. Okay. The ancestors are speaking up right now. They want to know what's going on. Like, what are y'all down there doing to them babies? Why are they frustrated like that? Why do they have poor communication? Okay, why are our kids so imbalanced? I don't know I don't know. It's just what I'm channeling. Something with the kids. What do we need to do to redirect, reteach ourselves and our children? All right, give me one on the heart chakra. Knight of Wands. Passion. That's quick. That's the fastest one out of all four knights. The fastest knight out of all four of them. I didn't mean to say one. That's somebody who's passionate. It's creative energy too. It's sexual energy too. But in this case, it's youthful energy. You're going to have to level with your kids. With the Knight of Wands here, you're going to have to... This is speaking to like kids of adolescence phases. This is who I'm really speaking to. Kids are like 10 and up. Maybe 8 at the youngest, but 10 and up. Depends on their maturity level. You're going to have to level with your kids and interact with them with a warmer heart, an open heart. I can't see where I dropped my card. Just a second, guys. Give me that. Give me one on leader of compassion and love. Tower. It's like a sudden realization. It's like enough already. Raising these kids up on shitty circumstances. Perspective, please. One on perspective. I also feel like balancing the balance card and prioritize is their relationship with God. It can't just be all schoolwork. It has to be an education about Him too. And I think that's why they're so emotionally imbalanced, is because they don't have no spiritual connection with the Most High. Perspective. The Justice card. Balance. Another card about balance. Star Ancestors, please. 5 of Wands. Conflict. Don't worry about who think what you're saying is not to be taken, is to be taken lightly. or not to be serious. Don't worry about them because you're not silly and ignorant like them. Strength card. Or it could be people pure jealousy. That's what that is. Five of Wands is a jealousy card. What's that? Ace of Pentacles. Strength card. Good things come to those who are patient. Damn. Good things come to those who are patient. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. It's your innate wisdom and your intellect and your way with words and your sternness. And the King of Swords is not somebody who's silly. He's very, like, serious. Like, he's not to be played with. So, you need to, with all your intellect and everything that you learn on a consistent basis, you have what it takes to turn all of this around. Want to connect with the crystals. Six of Pentacles. All right, so one on energy work. Page of Pentacles. You're off to a good start. Embarking on a new adventure. It's a new way of, we're going to try something different. More kids should be introduced to Reiki and yoga because they actually need it now. Healing their organs, specifically their heart. They could be their feelings could be hurt a lot because they're not being led with compassion and love. It's like nobody cares about the kids anymore in most cases. Balance. Page of Cups. See? Page of Cups. Our children. It's starting like they're getting younger and younger, and they lose their emotionally imbalance at a very, very tender age. Let's just try to help them fix this or work through this. Prioritize. Why not prioritize? High Priestess. What did I say about the helping hand of the Most High? Prioritize him. Help teach the kids how to be that help. It's like they're closest to God in most cases, but they end up being raised different from that in a lot of cases. Teach them how to be the helping hand of the Most High. That's what's going to cure it. How are we going to finance doing? Okay, this is what? How many cards is this? 3. The Emperor, the Judgment, and Page of Wands. Some of our kids have absent father figures, and they're hot-headed because of it. With the Page of Wands, look at this kid. He looked like a little firecracker, but our kids have something to say. They're real passionate, and judgment is being called that they don't have a platform to speak their voice due to either a masculine mother figure or a lack of parental figure, or the father is being called judgment because he's being too hard and he's not leading from compassion and love. He's not. But the Emperor is ruled by Aries and Mars is represented by planet Mars, which is the planet of aggression, passion, very masculine energy. All right, one on double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Wow, this is a very interesting energy. There you go, the Empress. So by balancing, this is single mothers who have to play both roles. They don't get to be as creative and nurturing and compassionate as they would need to be. But mothers, it's going to take the mothers specifically. More mothers and fathers could work better together. This was, whoops, sorry about that. This is what fell on the floor. the Temperance Card. So healing needs to be done. And then you got the Ten of Swords on the back. These kids feel betrayed and mentally broken down. Like, what do we expect them to do? Look at this shit. Look at the illustration. How he's on the church step. Like he didn't even make it into the church to pray for help, to pray for guidance. It's too many betrayals, too many knives in his back. He didn't make it in there. That emphasizes that they are just burnt out mentally. Their grades could be declining because of it. A lot of kids, it ain't that they need tutors. They just need that compassion and love to inspire them to keep going. And some kids can persevere no matter what, but why should they have to? So we have to start, what it looks like to me, what it's shaping up to balance the scales, to give them karmic justice, is to help them from a spiritual standpoint by prioritizing their relationship, their one-on-one relationship. Like, teach your kids how to pray every day. Teach them how to fast. Teach them that they're act of good deeds. You know, listen to your mother, listen to your father. All of them serve the Lord. Everything. Make sure the majority of what they do, if not all of what they do, caters to pleasing the Most High, to build a better friendship, because you do have a friend in him. He does not forsake people. And sometimes he speaks to us, spiritual people who get on these platforms, and we talk about a diverse list of things. We talk about a lot of different things, you know, and sometimes it just is what it is. Sometimes we need to really just address how our kids are doing. We know that our kids could do better. Sometimes we don't have a good sense of direction on how to make them better. Now, you got two different age groups here. You got the page and you have the knight. So that could be anywhere from 4 to 7. Psychologically, that's when they start to develop an ego. Like, anything that bruises them or hurt them in any way, it starts to stick with them by the time they reach the age of 4, between the ages of 4 and 7. Those are very critical ages. Be mindful of that. And by the time they reach the adolescence, it's like they're progressing into their manhood and their womanhood, and they're freaking out as it is. Like, puberty is difficult as it is. And they got these suppressed feelings because they're made to be more responsible than what's necessary. But that's because you could have a lot of single mothers. You could have single fathers. You could have mothers who are burnt out themselves, who don't know how to heal. It's not that people don't want to heal. I don't believe that. What I feel like is, it's about a sense of direction. It's about support. People don't have the support they once did. Like, you remember how tight-knit families used to be? When I was growing up, families was tight-knit with the neighbors as well as your own direct family. Like, you just didn't leave each other alone like that. And for the most part, there's an exception to the things that I'm saying, but like I'm saying, I say this with the utmost compassion and warmth, and try to be as disciplined as possible, because I'm a mother. You know, I'm a mother too. You hear my kids all the time. I try to spend as much time with them as possible and still do the things that I'm passionate about. It's not about being unprofessional and having your kids all in the background. I have kids. Where are they supposed to go? In the corner somewhere while I do this? It does pay for them to be a little bit more quiet, but he's 2. He don't have the attention span to be quiet for a long period of time, especially when you see the length of my videos. They're 30 minutes, an hour. Like, what 2-year-old is going to be quiet that long when he's very close with his mother? Yeah, he has a regimen. He has a schedule. But he also knows that when his mother is passionate and excited about something that she's doing, she's happy. So it makes sense that not just him, but his older brothers, they want to be around their mother when she's happy like that. They want that energy. They want that compassion. They want that love. They just like to witness it. You know, they have that to say about their mother. That doesn't mean I'm not a tough lover, that I can't discipline my kids at the same time, but they get a little excited sometimes. But like I said, they see their mother in a space that's exciting, compassionate, serene, healing, progressive, calm. You should see the way I teach my kids. Like, I read with them, I read to them. I don't just tell them to read. We have this thing where we go to the library and we take our books, and I'll read the books to them with enthusiasm, like I'm on Sesame Street somewhere. And then I'll have them read as well. They all get 2 books apiece to read, and they have to do, and they still have their schoolwork, but they have these books to read as well. That's about lengthening their attention span. It increases their imagination, and it just puts them, try to advance them and excel them in the best way I can. Because the difference with reading it yourself is you have to rely on your imagination. So it's you, and they get hug, you give your kids hugs and kisses too, but it's more than just chastising them based off of how harsh the world is, like reprimanding them, when they make silly mistakes. Mistakes is how you learn, how you grow. But also, they need to grow emotionally, is what I'm getting from this, spiritually and emotionally, because you got the Page of Wands, Page of Cups, and the Knight of Wands. So that's a spiritual thing and an emotional thing. But when you put fire and water together, that creates something beautiful. To be honest, if you can learn to allow it. It's like when you move with integrity, it's like everybody make mistakes, but you're putting your best foot forward with all your intellect. They need it. I bet you they stop cutting up in school or feel more inspired to want to go to school. My oldest son didn't even feel inspired to go to school for a while, and I didn't understand that at first. I was real frustrated with my oldest kid. Not to make this too much about me, but I didn't know. I had to figure it out. What is it going to take for him to either open and be honest and tell me what is it that he need, and also inspire him to go to school. And it came down to spiritual guidance. Like, I teach my kids in our religion. He prays, he leads the prayer, he fasts for a whole month of Ramadan. He don't pay the zakat. That's for me to do that. But he doesn't connect. He was struggling with connecting with all that I was teaching him. Like, why am I doing this? He reached that point. So he needed space to figure it out for himself, to kind of connect with God for himself. That's why I like that the Knight of Wands is on top of the heart chakra. Because that's the age where the devil starts knocking. They come at your kids at the age of 13. The devil, the heart chakra. What makes your heart sing? Seeing my kids excel makes my heart sing. Seeing them, knowing that they have the best mother in the world no matter what happens, makes my heart sing. I just have to figure out what makes their heart sing. I couldn't just project all my stuff on them. It's like, well, what about them? They're people. They want to be heard. They want to say something. Mama. So that was a very important lesson for me. It was about balance. You so busy being a parent, you gotta remember this has to be reciprocity. You have to listen. You have to listen as much as you talk, so you can learn. And listening to them was one of the intellectual things that I did to get on top of, where my kids might have been struggling at. So this is a very interesting message. It's just, you got to take it one day at a time. I feel like the biggest thing we need is support. Whether you're a single parent or not, support. Like, connect with the people in your neighborhood if you're able to. And just support each other. Tyler Perry made a movie about it, The Single Moms Club, or if that's the name. I hope I'm saying the name right. But that was a very Einstein idea, because it's true. They come from different walks of life, but they all had that one thing in common. They needed support. period. And they came together and started helping each other, and it worked out for them. So that's what I want to say now, because I have to get back to work. Like, share, subscribe if it made sense. If it helped, I hope it helps somebody. Until next time.